Okay, so our speaker today is Sieben. She is with the Prescott Chamber. She's going to talk to us a little bit about the chamber itself, kind of what the chamber does, maybe what the board does, kind of just the foundation of why we have chambers in our communities and some of the things that they are responsible for. She'll also be talking maybe about some visions that are out there for the Prescott community. And other areas around us, and then she'll field any questions that you guys have, maybe about the chamber, what they do, the area, maybe upcoming events. I know there are some upcoming events that you can speak to as well. And then I'll just cover really quick before we have Sarah come up, just to let you know, next week Steve Alvarado and Nancy Hobie will be here as our speaker, and then the week after that I have Andy Block is his name. He'll be coming in from Appleton. He is the project manager for the Highway 29 project. And so he'll be coming in to talk to us and tell us some engineering stuff, which is way above my pay grade. So he's going to give us an overview of how that's going to impact us, the community, driving, accessibility to some of the things we have around town. So that's what we have on our plate for the rest of the month. And Sarah?
All right. Now I need all the help that I can get. So my name is Sieben. I have lived in Prescott for 15 years. I'm actually from Afton, so right across the river. My background, I'm actually from the veterinary industry. I've been in that trade since about 2001. I have had 11 years experience with an association for veterinarians, doing marketing and event planning. We do CE dinners and digital and printing advertising. So going back to the chamber, what the chamber is a member-based organization whose purpose is to promote businesses in a community and also local entities, so other nonprofits in the community. So we ourselves are also a nonprofit. We receive no city funding. We're 100% member-based income. So once overhead is paid, money is reinvested into programs and events for our businesses and our members, and also to help beautify the downtown area. So we do the flower baskets and the holiday lighting in the winter. We are also a spokesperson and a representative of the businesses. So we've been attending city council meetings and just getting information on what's going on downtown. Our biggest thing is I like to focus on 3 concepts. So we're here to connect, promote, and support businesses in town and outlying. So to connect, it's member to member. So chamber meetings, we want people to network, and business to business is fantastic. But we also want to connect the businesses with the public. So with our golf outing and the poker stroll, it's a way to get customers to those businesses. For promoting, we act as a referral service. So it's a lot of member-to-member businesses supporting businesses. It's just great for the community. We have designated spots down at the chamber office for rat cards, brochures, business cards, and kiosks. I am the face of the Welcome Center, so we do get a lot of foot traffic, so people are welcome, businesses and members are welcome to put business information in the kiosks and bring down brochures. We also do ribbon cuttings, so any new members or businesses that come into the area, we just like to promote them and say welcome to the community. And we do that also through email and social media, a lot of Facebook postings of the businesses, and like that. For support, I like to focus on the education, especially with the chamber meetings. So we bring in a speaker, and I'd like to focus more on the business portion of things, small business resources, social media, human resources, financials, and bookkeeping. The chamber is run by a board of directors, and they meet monthly, and they're all volunteers, and I think that is huge. A lot of people don't realize that it's a volunteer-based organization. They're taking their time to put together this, structure, this program to help the businesses in our town. They come from different industries and trades. They're the ones that set the policies and the goals and to guide the staff, which is me. The role of the coordinator is to plan the meetings and events. And my main focus was bringing the digital side to the position, really focusing on updating the email newsletters, updating the website, having more of a social media presence, especially for the younger generations, because that's what they're digital. And then increasing the education portion. So I've been working with the Joe Folsom at the Pierce County Economic Development Corporation to bring in more business-oriented speakers for the small businesses and members. We also have an ambassador group who meets monthly, and they're there to represent and promote the chamber within the community. They serve as a connection between the business owners and the chamber to ensure that we're doing what they need. What keeps them up at night, I want to help fix that. They also focus on recruiting and welcoming new members. As far as the membership, we have about 90 members, and that includes businesses in Prescott, Hastings, River Falls, Ellsworth, and some other surrounding areas. And what I see for the future of the chamber is mostly growth. Just expanding membership and reaching beyond Prescott, going out to River Falls a little bit more, Ellsworth a little bit more, even across the river. Hastings has a lot to offer. So I'd like to see it reach beyond that. And then bigger and better events. I would love to see a joint event, like with the city, doing a citywide expo, bringing in public works, businesses, have it open to the public. Again, connecting that customer to the business would be fantastic. And then in closing, I just want to focus on the whole shopping local. I think that's just huge. And a lot of people don't understand that more money is kept in your local economy when you shop local. $68 out of every 100 that you spend stays here, and it goes right back into your community. It creates local jobs. It builds community. Local business owners know you, you know them, and they're more apt to invest and donate to nonprofits in their community if they're invested in you and you're invested in them. And it also makes your community a destination. The more interesting and unique your community is, the more we can attract new visitors and guests. And what do they bring? Money, and that benefits everyone. So I can answer any questions.
What are the hours?
So we're down at the Welcome and Heritage Center. Our open hours are 10 to 3 from Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Any updates on your building down there, on what's going on with that?
It's in the works, not really.
Okay.
It's really not our,
We're a sub-leaser, so we're kind of,
yeah, we're waiting.
yeah.
I was at the meeting at City Hall.
Okay.
And basically what I heard was, it's an old building, it's a historical building, thank you, that's the word I was fishing for, historical building, and the city can't afford to upgrade it. So either the chamber, the historical society, and I thought there was one more.
Welcome and Heritage. So
Welcome and Heritage, there's 3 of them. Somebody they would like to sell it to them for $1 and then have them fundraise. And I didn't realize how much that takes with, apparently the mortar that goes between the bricks has to be tested, and it has to be up to what that is. They can't put gutters on it because they didn't have gutters back then. There's some things that woke me up. And so where it's going, I don't know. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
So it's in the air.
It's in the air.
We'll see.
And is somebody saying you have to do something because it's falling apart, or what's the?
It is falling. The roof leaks.
I don't want to get into that.
What's the motivation or the urgency, or?
It's falling apart.
It's falling.
It hasn't been taken care of in a really long time, and now they're trying to figure out whose responsibility it is.
Who's there? The city council?
Yeah. Because the city owns it right now.
Oh, the city owns it. Oh,
But they can't afford to.
they can't
Fix
afford
it.
to fix it? The city?
I don't know, what was
Is
it? That was
That's
kind of
what,
my,
that's
the
they
feel I
say.
got at the meeting.
I mean, that's the impression I'm under.
So they want to sell it to
Somebody else
The
to fix
occupants.
it.
who will take on the
The debt of what
the
needs to
debt
be
of
done.
it. Well, that could
And that'd be
quite a
sad
mess.
because it's a historic
Yeah.
building, so, and it's in a wonderful spot to welcome people to. I just think, let's not let it go the way of the Steamboat Inn. No. Ugh.
So it's just hoping somebody comes forward?
Well,
Well, we'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah.
It's really up in the air
I
right now.
noticed when I'm down there, the chamber has all kinds of, there's all kinds of information there. Is that part of the chamber's brochures and things in that main office there that promote the city and the surrounding area?
Yep.
So all the members, all the chamber members can put information in there, yeah.
Yep, there's business cards, pens, brochures,
Yeah.
everything is down there. They have a designated spot. They also have, we have the kiosks outside, so just the glass front doors. People bring down, flyers and they get hung up and,
Yeah. Well, I know the Great River Road Theater always appreciates that because we're members and poster goes right out there,
Yep.
which, by the way, we're not having a summer musical this year. You've probably heard
Oh,
that
I haven't
already.
heard that.
And,
Why is
but
that?
what they're doing is a workshop right now through community ed for the kids.
But they're not doing a musical?
Nope, we had to take a year off, kind of to regroup
Just
and,
to rest?
well, partially, save up some money because now that they're doing it at the
Oh, yeah.
high school. Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want to touch on this just real quick,
Yes.
Sarah? Thanks.
If you're interested in golfing, our golf tournament is next Wednesday. Registration starts at 2:30, shotguns start at 3:30. If you want to golf, just let me know by tomorrow, about 12 o'clock, because we have to submit numbers to the golf course.
So is
I
the
have some brochures.
dinner open if you don't golf? Is the, can you come to the,
No, it's just
It's kind of a
literally like
package.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
kind of a grill out. It's only a 9-hole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scramble.
Scramble.
okay.
And then we're just,
And a light dinner afterwards.
hopefully it's nice
We
out.
really appreciate more golfers.
Yeah. Our numbers are
We're down a little.
way down last year.
So it might be a chance for a real beginner.
Yeah, it's not that very
You don't have
competitive.
to.
It's more of a fun day.
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna be
Do you play
beautiful.
best ball?
Yep, it's a scramble, four-person team.
Oh, it's next
Next Wednesday, that's the
Wednesday.
19th.
Beautiful.
The
I
19th.
think it's the 19th.
Yep, next
Oh, I'm,
Are you responsible for the flower baskets downtown? You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I just,
Yep, you are.
that
I
really
appreciate that.
looks good down there.
Yeah, Reese did the
it's all by
baskets.
It's all
volunteers.
volunteer.
I just say,
Mary Pat does a lot of it. I see her on a lot on the weekends, but
Somebody waters
I don't know.
yeah, isn't there a little,
Yeah, so like there's
little cart?
There's a cart down at Mary Pat's. So like myself and Katie Murphy are at Wednesdays. So you go down, you get the cart, you go around and you water, and then you fill the tank back up, and then go park it. So it's my first year doing it, but it's about an hour, and then I hear in July it can take up to 2. You know, when the heat really kind of hits.
Right.
Oh, thank
how often do they do it?
Yeah.
Every day.
Every
Well,
day. It's a lot of
There's
work.
Well,
somebody-
yeah, they're blowing in the wind and,
Yeah,
Somebody
you have to have somebody every day.
Yep.
oh, they're really a welcoming to the community.
Yes.
it really is good. Yeah.
There's a lot of
A lot of
compliments.
cities.
A lot of compliments. I'm
Who does your
outside of,
plants?
I sit outside at,
Weavers?
Yeah.
And my
kitchen
family
table.
members,
We've
we had
had
2
lots of
stolen.
people that come by and they're like, yep, where did you get those? And I'm like, I have no idea.
Is there a way
Yours-
to stolen?
Yours look so much.
Yes.
We had 2 baskets stolen.
He just replaced them this week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Stolen. What's wrong with people?
Down by the office,
By
right
the
outside the
office
door.
doors.
There's 2 on either side of the
Oh
door.
my gosh.
And I came back from the chamber meeting last week and they were gone.
Oh, right in the middle of, right up there in the middle.
People, huh?
So if you see similar baskets somewhere.
Gosh.
Nice big ones.
Nice big ones, yeah. I have a question. You mentioned chamber members from all kinds of other communities. Is that you reciprocate members of there, like Hastings or River Falls, or how does that work having other communities part of our chamber?
We do have, a lot of our members are members of multiple.
Okay.
I know like Wisconsin, you guys are members of River Falls and Ellsworth, so.
Yeah, and like Serna House, we're River Falls and Prescott. So you kind of try to, promote in where your customer base is.
Customer base is.
Or some of those big, like the beer distributors, like Bill's Distributing, they kind of are members all over.
Right.
So you kind of get those big players that
Well, because
can.
they have a vested interest in the community they're serving.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And the businesses too, like Beth and I had gone out to Chamber Coffee in River Falls and Best Made was there. They have 20 open positions in their facility and they're looking to fill.
At Best Made?
Yeah, so they want to hire local, so it's a good connection to try to get them as a member to help promote them in this area because we're not that far. So it's just finding those little connections to make. So.
Everybody needs help, it seems like.
Well, yeah, they said
Yeah.
lowest unemployment.
Sarah, just a quick
Yeah.
question. When you're at the chamber office and visitors come through, just walk-in traffic, what's the main thing they're looking for? Like, what's the typical questions that you get?
Number one is where are the bathrooms? Number two is do you have a map of Wisconsin? Which we do. And then the third, I would say overall, is they're gonna go down the Great River Road and they start here. So that is definitely the number one thing. So I go through a lot of the River Road brochures and a lot of people make it a day trip. A lot of them are looking to go down to Winona and then come back the Minnesota side. So that's probably the biggest tourism part.
Are we suffering any negative impact from the parking fees they've got across the bridge? Are we running into maybe?
Nothing that we've seen yet.
I don't think yet.
We haven't had
it's
too many
coming.
hot
And I
beach
think
days
our
yet.
beach isn't open yet either.
No, the water's been too high.
High.
I just wondering how that's gonna be. I worry about that a
point,
little bit
though.
with people.
They're gonna park and walk over.
Yep, that's,
Or
I know
the-
there's some
the
kind of
bikers.
Ads.
Yeah,
We don't have a lot of parking now.
right.
I gotta see.
And I know that was mentioned at the city council meeting too, but, so that's something that they have to focus on.
You promote the Freedom Park, then also when people stop in, they want to
Yep.
go up to
Yep.
the center there.
Yep, I've had people come in and ask, like, what can I do in town? Where can I, I've had people want to see the confluence of the river. So a lot of times I'll send them down, either down to the riverfront walkway, or I'll send them to both, and then also up to Freedom Park so you can overlook.
I'm excited to hear that you have like some business expo ideas coming up and stuff like that, because I think that's something that you could definitely.
Yeah, a lot of other cities do it.
Benefit
They work together with their chamber and a lot of public works, like they bring out the plow trucks and they let kids climb the rope. Bringing in the businesses that have a table and just getting that public to connect, I think is just
There's
huge.
a lot of businesses in town that I don't think I even know about, and I've lived here my whole life.
True.
You know, so that is something that we could all benefit from.
Exactly.
Is there interest among the businesses to do that?
I haven't formally like submitted it yet. I'm just throwing some ideas around. Big dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I heard there was a new business in JB Jewelers.
Yep, we were just looking at the,
Yeah, it sounds like
At
there's
the
an
website.
Airbnb.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I thought I heard it's a, what do they call those, where you stay?
a bed and
Bed
breakfast?
and breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, Airbnb.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's just an Airbnb upstairs.
Yeah, I think they go out for breakfast.
It's an Airbnb. It's listed on Airbnb.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had somebody stop in one day. He was staying there. That was the first I heard about it. Like, oh,
We
that's
looked at pictures, it's
You
really
know,
cute.
Yeah, it's,
$87.
Todd,
yeah, that's all it is, $87.
Jessica.
I didn't do it, Beth did it, and I have no idea what she did.
Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
They own
you just look up
that'll be in
Airbnb.
here.
Well, that's good. Any other new businesses we don't know about?
Well, Scenic Bluffs Dental just opened this week. We'll be holding a ribbon cutting at the end of the month.
Oh, the new dentist office.
Yep. That's all we have for upcoming,
Yeah.
really.
Well, hopefully we'll get something in the old Most building at some point.
Right?
Anyone else have questions? All right, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.